Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Taurus Sun and Cancer Mars in a natal chart. Now, first off, with a Taurus Sun, the basic fundamental character may be persistent, patient, persevering, determined, and loyal. Taurus Sun may be enamored with domestic matters. Mars in Cancer may expend much energy on introverted activities. This is really, it could be a harmonious combination. I would say more so, though, if you have the sextile aspect between the two. They're very similar. Really, Taurus and Cancer, the two zodiac signs by itself are very similar in terms of their just general expression. Again, the fact that Taurus is could be enamored with domestic activities, and Taurus can be a homebody. And Mars and Cancer, you have that position where you could have a lot of enthusiasm for doing introverted activities. Taurus Sun may be docile and gentle, and Mars in Cancer may often go into that shell of protection as opposed to physical confrontation. This is not a combination that would be overly confrontational because, again, Taurus Sun can be very docile and gentle unless they're really, provoked to beyond their point of endurance. As many of you may know, then the opposite could happen. But then when you have the Mars in Cancer is not really, a position known for confronting and, things, like being, really releasing that anger, really outwardly. It's just not, because Cancer tends to, the zodiac sign tends to hide, when things, from possible combative situations. You have the Taurus Sun may be tenacious, and Mars in Cancer can be dedicated and devoted in their activities. So this combination can be one that's very persistent and clings onto things for a while and will stick to their activities, often with a lot of devotion. I have a similar combination and energy in my chart. I actually have my Mars in Cancer. I have a stellium in Cancer, including the Sun and Mercury. And my rising, as many of you may know, is Taurus. So I understand about this, how this energy may resonate and how it may manifest with people. Now, if the Sun makes a sextile aspect to Mars, there may be, again, a good blending of this energy. The energy may be more harmonious as far as how they interact with each other. And also, too, sexual partners may be more compatible with the basic true self, which is the Sun in general. Now, the thing is, of course, you've got to look for, synastry, the actual synastry that exists between you and prospective, sexual partners, really to see more deeply into compatibility between you and the other person. This is just really a general, kind of statement for as far as this aspect goes there. Now, another thing, sexual partners, again, the fact that Mars rules sexual partners, Mars in Cancer, can indicate that one or more sexual partners may actually be a Cancer Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are tenacious, dedicated, devoted, moody, temperamental, fickle, protective, introverted. It could be those that are home conscious, people that are often enamored with safety and security. It could be those that are sympathetic and emotional as well, and very insensitive. Now, if the Sun makes a square aspect to Mars, let's say, for example, if the Taurus Sun is at 0 degrees and Mars in Cancer is at 29 degrees, that would form a square aspect between the Sun and Mars. If you have a square aspect with these planets, there may be some, more incompatibility in general between the basic self and sexual partners, and the situation can often be contentious, with these people. And again, this is a general statement based on this aspect, and naturally you got to look, and if you're really looking at deep synastry, the compatibility between you and a prospective sexual partner, it's really more important really to look at the actual individual charts between the people and the synastry aspects for that. So now, the sun in Taurus wants peace and tranquility. Mars in Cancer may be motivated and driven towards safety and security. Mars is about our drive and motivation, and Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer, of course, is connected with safety, security, and protection. So this is a combination that really wants to have their security in general. Wants to have safety, security, their peace. They're getting being safe from the harshness of the world. Basically, it's not combination. Again, it's not a combination that's overly combative or confrontational. This is the kind of combination that would generally avoid the violence and physical battles. And so now, the sun in Taurus may have physical issues connected with the neck, throat, thyroid, and esophagus. Now, the sun has a connection with the physical body. Yes, the ascendant is what dominates the appearance and physical body, but the sun can play a role in that as well. And, the sun in Taurus may have issues again with the neck, throat, thyroid, and esophagus. Mars in Cancer may have physical injuries. Mars is connected with physical injuries. So Mars in the zodiac sign Cancer may have physical related injuries associated with the chest, breast, ribs, or stomach. And the Taurus sun, may not be easily provoked, but could be infuriated when really deeply angered. And when you have Mars in Cancer may often brood and pout as opposed to shouting and releasing anger. Mars in Cancer may often be angry and upset over, past hurts, and often reminisce about those times, when such and such hurt them. It's just important to keep in mind with that placement not to, fester, for a prolonged time, because that could just eat away at you. Again, I have my Mars in the zodiac sign Cancer, and I understand how this energy can be. And also with Mars in Cancer, the situation with home and family members may often be combative and contentious. So those are some things to look at. The anger may be taken out on home and family related members. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.